Hi folks, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we are looking at episode 2 of Citrus, which things escalated pretty damn fast. Holy crap. Wow. So, where to start with this week's episode? Legit, I am, like, this whole episode is amazing. I'll just say that right now. I mean, the raw emotions from this week's episode was really solid, and I really, really enjoyed it. So our main focus right now is that we're still having Yuzu and Mei kind of becoming this closer family, but things sidetrack quite quickly in this week's episode where we have the old man, the chairman of the school, showing up and kind of derailing things from the gate, where he sees one thing of Yuzu and he's like, "What? How dare you wear such inappropriate clothing," and stuff like that. And that's a thing that happens with gals a lot, is they do kind of get hit with that, because, you know, they are going against the school rules and regulations. Usually they're wearing, you know, flashier clothes, they're wearing lots of makeup, etc. You know, is it really hurting anyone? No, but schools are very quick to get pissed off at stuff like that, and that's understandable. I mean, even our U.S. Schools have that same issue, where, you know, you're going against the school, they're gonna get pissed off at you if they see you. But that doesn't stop her from going to class. You know, she still jumps over the wall to drag it to class, which it's admirable. I don't think I know too many delinquent type people that would actually then go to class, even though they just got basically suspended for a day. But on the way there, they hear the guy who Mei, you know, her sister, obviously, overheard him talking to what looked like a possible wife or someone else that, you know, he was in love with, and we learned that he's trying to just get money. So it's, you know, the money and prestige of marrying the chairman's daughter, etc. You know what I mean? It's pretty messed up. Like, I was like, holy crap. And things just escalate further from here. You know, Yuzu basically outs the dude out in front of everyone, you know, causing a kind of rift between them. Mei is taken back to her original home, and then when she tries to show up there, because obviously she's starting to grow feelings for this girl, things escalate more, where Mei almost basically assaults her, you know, very close to assault her, but then is expelled from, Yuzu is expelled from the school, and Mei is possibly too. So, yeah. A lot of shit happened today. I'll say the least. A lot of stuff happened, but, you know, I will say that it was all very thought-provoking for these characters. I mean, you got to see that Yuzu clearly is falling for Mei. You know, besides just this, you know, sisterly aspect, she does indeed like her, and as we see at the end of the episode, there's probably love there somewhere too. And Mei, I think, also loves Yuzu back, but the thing is that she's so, I think, used to hiding her emotions and, you know, kind of manipulating her own self to make it so she's, you know, understood by everyone else, not just a loner. It's causing her not to understand what she really wants. And it looks like already from I want to say credits, but the preview of next week, that most likely this is going to happen again, and we're going to have more of Mei, you know, being conflicted internally with how she feels about Yuzu. I will say, though, you know, that whole concept, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a Yuri / Yaoi fan. I'm not really one of those people, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you like that type of genre, go for it. I mean, you know, I completely understand. That's nothing wrong with that. So don't ever feel, by the way, folks, I know some people are already worried that, you know, like, they like Citrus, or they you know, talk about it, that some people will hit them with, you know, various looks and stuff like that. Don't be afraid of that. I don't particularly care for this genre, but I'm liking this show a lot because I think there's some very raw emotions from it, and I'm not usually into this type of genre. It's something I typically stay away from, but, you know, I'm kind of glad I watched it, because I think that, just like I said before, the drama is not melodramatic. It feels, I want to say, very real, and I think that's very rare for a show like this. So I'm very excited to see where we can go from here, and that's something that I really want to see. But this week's episode, the goods about it, the goods. I mean, there were goods shown at one point when, you know, basically I want to say Yuzu's dress was ripped apart by Mei. But anyways, skipping past that. The good about this week's episode was definitely the raw emotions. I loved it. We're getting more of a story, which, you know, the first episode already had a decent amount of story, but now we're getting a lot more of a story. And we're already seeing the first signs of, you know, a romance between these two girls. And also just, I want to say how Yuzu reacted with the chairman, calling him Gramps and Baka and stuff like that. That made me crack up. I was legit. I'm like, oh crap, this girl is not afraid to just flat out tell how she feels. That's cool. I like characters like that. The bad about it is possibly, again, we have this little bit of, I want to say, very overly aggressive Mei. I get that she's kind of tormented right now, and she likes Yuzu a lot. I get that. But the problem is that at the same time, you're going a little bit far and above, you know, what you should be doing. I mean, you shouldn't be ripping open people's shirts. I don't care if both girls or both guys or whatever. It's that's harassment. That's legitimately harassment, and they're still doing that in the show. I mean, I know that the manga had that. A lot of people used to complain about that in the manga way back when, and it was why, I want to say at one time, it was kind of hard to even find Citrus if you actually wanted to buy it. I remember that, I think it was Barnes and Nobles and various other stores, put it in like the furthest sections away of manga to make sure people were like, oh, listen, don't, you're reading that's kind of taboo if you're not careful. But, it's not, I'll tell you guys and girls right now, from what I remember, this is, again, from what I remember from the first volume, this is bad, but it's not nearly as bad as what we got from the source material. And at the same time, it's not meant to be so creepy or I want to say so violent. It's meant to just have a statement and kind of an emotion behind it. Like I said before, a raw emotion to it. So you gotta overlook the stuff that it's trying to do in terms of that. It's just entertainment value. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. As always, folks, if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, etc. I have the Ancient Mag Sprite, which will be coming up next because I'm watching that currently as of doing this recording. And I'm also gonna have March Comes Like a Lion episode, I think, I want to say 12 or 13 around that, or probably 13 or 13, I think. I'll have that out a little while also, and I think I'm going to have one more review show review today. I'm just not sure what I want to do yet, so I'll have that out. Again, I'm sorry for getting this out so late, by the way. I do apologize, but when I was trying Crunchyroll before, I couldn't even get to this, so I was like, whatever, I just decided to go sleep, and I slept a little longer than I wanted to, but lo and behold, I'll have my reviews out today. Don't worry, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. God bless you all. Bye-bye.